Hello and welcome to Crouton Cracker Jacks. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious double breaded restaurant style onion rings. These are super easy to make. They take a little bit of time, but they are so worth it. These are the ingredients that you'll need. So let's get started. I'm going to start off here with a yellow onion. I like using yellow onions because they're relatively mild to me anyway. You could also use red onions or white onions, really whatever onion is your favorite. And I'm just going to use my knife here and cut off the top. And I'm going to slice this into between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch slices. Now once you get those sliced up, you want to carefully push apart the rings of your onion slices here. Those little small pieces, you don't really want to worry about breading those. They're not going to get done on the inside, so set those off to the side, save them for another recipe later on. And once you get to the outside, you'll have the skin left over that you didn't take off. It should just be a real thin, papery skin. Go ahead and remove that because you really don't want to be eating that. And once you get them all separated, you will have one big pile of onion rings. Medium-sized onion here will give you about 20 onion rings or so, which is enough for 2 people. If you want more, go ahead and cut up another onion or use a larger onion to begin with. Now I'm going to mix up my batter here in a medium bowl. I'm going to crack in 1 large egg, and to that I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of regular milk, as well as 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to use a whisk here and I'm going to mix this all together. And this is going to be a really thin batter, and this is what we're going to use to help our coating, our breading, stay on our onion rings. Now I'm going to be doing just a few onion rings at a time here, and I'm going to first put them into my batter mixture here. Make sure they are completely covered, and then shake off the excess. And you want to place those into another bowl that I've put maybe 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour in. It's just plain flour. I didn't add any salt or pepper or anything to it. And once you get your onion rings completely coated in the flour, go ahead and shake off the excess flour, place them back into your egg mixture. And I like doing about 4 to 5 onion rings at a time here. It's just easy to do them in little small batches instead of doing them all at one time or doing them one by one. And once they get coated in the egg mixture once again, you want to take them out and let the excess drip off. And then I'm going to put them in a pie plate that I have about 1 cup of unseasoned, just plain breadcrumbs in. Now these breadcrumbs I put in the food processor so they are ultra fine, because I don't like real big breadcrumbs on my onion rings. But you just want to thoroughly coat your onion rings with these breadcrumbs here, and be sure and get on the inside of your rings as well. And you could leave them like this with just 1 coating of breading on them. That's okay. I like to do a double breading, that way you have a nice thick coating on there, and also it completely covers the onion ring. Go ahead and dip it back into that egg mixture, and then back again into your breadcrumbs. And when you get those done, go ahead and put them onto a wire rack, and you want to let your onion rings sit here and dry for a good 20 to 30 minutes before you fry them. That'll make all those layers of breading and batter and everything that you put on there kind of melt together, and it'll actually glue itself to the onion ring itself. So that way when you go to fry these and you go to eat them, that breading will not fall off. It will stay on the ring itself. Now to fry these up, I have put some vegetable oil into my cast iron skillet here. You could use whatever pot or pan that you want to, as long as it's a heavy pan. And I've only got maybe an inch and a half of oil in here, not a whole lot. And I've brought that up to 350 degrees over medium-high heat. You want to make sure and use a candy thermometer for this, so that way you get the proper temperature of oil. And then you want to carefully drop in 3 or 4 onion rings. You do not want to overcrowd your pan. If you overcrowd your pan when you're frying these, they're going to actually end up steaming each other, and they're just going to be a soggy mess. And you want these to be nice and crispy. And once they are nice and golden brown, you can go ahead and remove them off to a paper towel to drain completely. And then you can go ahead and continue frying up the rest of your onion rings. And there you go. That is how I made double breaded onion rings, just like you would get in a restaurant. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe for more deliciousness and to keep up to date on all my latest videos. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.